This video is regarding today's results of September 24 exams. Many mixed emotions. Some students have qualified successful and some students were not successful. Before you think anything about your result, I want you to focus on this first line which I have, highlighted. Success hits different when nobody believed in you. I'll tell you. Are you right now feeling like how many of you, when you're preparing, only thought about success or unsuccessful in the exam, nothing but result? How many of you are always thinking about result when you're preparing? How many of you sincerely focused on the process? You know what I tell? You didn't fail actually, according to me. You failed in the process. You failed in the process, and that is reflected in the result. Before concluding anything and commenting, just listen till the end. I'm telling you, you're going to see a different perspective of life altogether through this video. You know, for majority students I talk to, the main problem with the result is not about actually whether they're qualifying or not qualifying, or successful or not successful. This is not the major issue for them. The major issue for them is how to face the society, how to face the family, how to face the relatives, how to face the seniors and juniors who joined along with me for the same course at the same level. This is the main, thought process behind every student, whoever is going, especially among CS students. This particular phobia is very high because everybody around you is keep on asking you what is your result, when you'll be clearing, when you will go for the next level, when you'll become a chartered accountant. Common. I hope you can sense what are all questions you will get it. The main issue which many students are mainly thinking about when it comes to the exams is they are not worried about their preparation. They are not worried about even the result. They are mainly worried about how to face the society. Recently, I even made a video on the same for my CA final students. I only tell one point for this. Don't think I'm using a derogatory word. Fuck the society. Focus on yourself. Focus on yourself. Ignore what society is thinking, ignore what others are thinking, ignore what people are thinking, even ignore what your parents are thinking for that matter. What are you doing so that you can progress in your life? Remember, nobody is permanent in your life along with you except you. Be it your wife tomorrow once you get married, be it your husband, okay, your parents. Nobody is going to be permanently with you. Only you have to be with you. The most important thing is, are you focusing on yourself? This is most important thing. Are even today, even now, after the result is declared, you failed. The very next thought you are getting is, how should I face this? How should I face my friends? How should I face my junior? Boldly face, man. What happened? You didn't study and that's why you failed. Not because you are a duller, not because you don't have a brain, not because you are a slow learner. Don't shy away from the public, from the judgment of the fact that they may judge you as a slow learner, they may judge you as a duller, they may judge you as a something like not intelligent, they may judge you as an unfit. Let them think whatever it is. Let them think. Time will answer. The time is most powerful weapon. Honestly, should I tell you, every friend around me, except some 3 or 4, every friend around me, every person I met in my life, they thought Ram Harsha is going to be a big failure in life. Promise, mother promise. Everybody around me, everybody whom I met in my life, except some 3 or 4 or 5%, hardly I can count it on fingertips. Everybody decided Ram Harsha is going to be a failure in life. And you know what am I right now? You know what am I right now? At what stage I am right now? You as a student, you have seen me, how successful I am in whatever the career I've chosen. Who knows tomorrow what you're going to become? They don't know what you're going to become tomorrow. You yourself don't know, man. You yourself don't know what you're going to become tomorrow. You are just deciding your emotions just based on present. You are not future oriented. You are not thinking about the future. You're not thinking long term. So come out of this. I can understand. Definitely, it is very painful. Having given some 3 to 4 months efforts and seeing the result fail or unsuccessful, obviously it is painful. But how much time you will be in that pain? How much time you will bear that pain? How much time you'll be thinking about the same issue? Gone. Exam is gone. Keep aside. Somebody comes and asking you, your parents are asking, your relatives are asking you, some seniors are asking you, show this video to your parents also. If at all your parent is scolding you, show him this video. I will also do a video in Telugu and Tamil in order to address the parents of the states who cannot understand English. I will do this video in Telugu and Tamil also. Show them this. Sir, I'm telling you, your son or daughter failed not because it's lacking intelligence, not because it's a slow learner, not because it's, first of all, stop tagging your children like this, please. Stop tagging children like my son is a slow learner, my daughter is a slow learner, my son has performed really well up to 12th standard, only in CA he's failing. You are, first of all, I'm telling everybody, we are unnecessarily creating, we are unnecessarily creating impressions on ourselves as, comparing with 12th standard, all that. In 12th standard, you used to wake up in the morning at 5:30. You go to school at 6 o'clock tuition or somewhere else tuition or even in tuition. Every day you sit and study for 8 to 10 hours. For more than 4 or 5 months you studied. Have you done the same for CA course? No, right? In 12th standard, you don't have a phone. You don't have deviations. Are you getting it? Now you're having phone. You're having entire access. Even if you do not have a phone, the person sitting behind you has a phone. I'm not saying phone is a deviation. Phone is a cause of deviation. By the way, I'm just telling you how the circumstances, how the times have changed. Don't associate your failure or success with what you are there in the past. At every level at every point of time, we continuously evolve. I'm a duller. And I qualified CA in the very first attempt. First attempt means the attempt in which I studied really well, not the number of exams I wrote. As per the chronological order, if you see, I qualified CA final in second attempt. My CA intern is also in second attempt, but I consider it as first attempt. Why? The first attempt at my exams, I didn't study and went and wrote, and I obviously failed. I know that. I didn't even feel a pinch also. I didn't even feel a small, pain also. I didn't feel it all. I just felt later, if at all I did this earlier, I would have qualified that time only. No, I only had regret. I didn't have pain. I only have regret. Right now, do you have a pain that you failed or are you having regret? Identify that. Many human beings, they fail at the self-introspection level. Like they can't assess themselves, they can't assess what they're doing, they can't assess whether they're following the right methodology or not. People mostly have herd mentality, means a sheep mentality. Whatever everybody is doing, they will do the same. Whatever your friends, neighbors, they're doing, they'll do the same. Mostly herd mentality. You absolutely take the group, but you apply your brain, you apply your mind, you apply whether that is right or wrong. So stop comparing yourself with your previous exams, your previous levels, 12th standard, foundation, degree. No, stop comparing it. Right now, what are you doing? That is important. For the CA for the CA final upcoming, what are you going to do? That is what really matters for that exam. Sir, I did well in 12th. That doesn't affect you that doesn't affect this result. There are students who failed in 12th standard or who scored miserably in 12th standard and scored all India rank in CA, and vice versa. At every stage of your life, what level of efforts that you are giving, that ultimately decides. Getting it? So the first thing, you may ignore what society thinks, ignore what your relatives or friends or whoever it, your office mates, if at all you're in articles, what they're thinking, ignore all that. Nobody's perfect in life. It's all temporary differences. It's all timing differences. You have something called deferred tax, right? It's all timing difference. Timing means what? Right now they're doing good. That doesn't mean you will do bad throughout your life. Right now you're unsuccessful. But don't apply this to your entire life. How your life is going to be after 5 years, after 10 years, nobody gonna predict. I'm telling you. You yourself don't know, your parents don't know, your spouse tomorrow, she may not understand, or he may not even guess. Nobody can guess. Suddenly miracles might happen in life. I'm telling you. Suddenly your thought process will change. Suddenly you become altogether a smartest man. Okay? in your entire fraternity. Who knows? Be hopeful about the life. And I want to like specifically talk about what are the three reasons why students are failing. What are the three reasons why students are failing? You might immediately say, like the reasons which I'm going to show you right now, you might have immediately concluded, sir, one of my friend followed the same, sir, but still they qualified. Immediately, this is the reaction which I get. You know, if these are the processes you followed, the wrong processes, the chances of success is low. But if you follow the right process, the chances of success is high. Probability is what I'm telling you. Three reasons for high chances of failure. What are the three reasons? If you ask me, the first thing, self-doubting. Yes, this is the most important thing, and I'm very fortunate from my point of view. I'm telling you, right from my childhood, I'm very confident. I'm super confident. Some even told me that I'm overconfident, but it's okay. I have competence parallelly, so I'm super confident. I can say there is a minor difference between overconfidence and super confidence. I'm topmost faculty in audit. This is not overconfidence. This is super confident. Why? You have seen my class. If at all you're having super competence in a particular domain, in a particular area, and if you admit that you're confident in that area, that is called super confident. Overconfidence means what? You're not so good at that particular work, but you are claiming that you're extremely talented in that. That is called overconfidence. Most of you neither have overconfidence nor have super confidence. Most of you are suffering from self-doubting. What is self-doubting? Can I make through? Like, can I like get through? Can I get through that exam? Can I get through in my life? Can I get through with the articleship? Can I get through in CA final? Can I get through in CA inter? You are continuously worried about the result. There is a Bhagavad Gita quotation. Karmanye vadikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. What does it mean? You are rather than focusing on what you're supposed to do, you are only thinking about the result. For making sure the result is successful, what you should do, you are doing a reverse engineering. Sorry, you are doing actually a reverse engineering, which is not correct. Reverse engineering is actually reverse engineering is a very positive word. When you engineer something wrongly, you have to reverse engineer so that to make it right. But first itself, you're doing reverse engineering without making a right process. What is happening is, first thing is self-doubting, because you don't have belief in yourself. You don't believe in your mind. You don't believe in yourself. That's the first reason. The only thing I can tell you for this is, nobody is perfect in this universe. Nobody, including you, including the friend beside you who qualified right now in the first attempt, whoever it is, nobody's super sharp, nobody's super competent. Everyone were given with the same level of skills, same, there is a saying, Janma najayata shudrahe, samskare najayate dvaja. By birth, everybody is a shudraha. Shudraha means what? Zero, null. Only by practice, only by environment, only by growing up, like you can learn something. So technically, you are not a slow learner, you are not a duller, you are not a like simple. All this eliminate, all this stigmas eliminate. You are as equivalent to, as competent as an all India first ranker. The only difference is what? He studied from the past 6 to 8 months. You just started preparation in the last 1.5 months. Am I right? Are you serious for more than 1.5 months? You are not. And you are now crying that result is failed. Obviously, 1.5 months, if you study, if at all you are serious only for 1.5 months, if you are disciplined only for 1.5 months, how do you expect to be qualified? How do you expect to be successful? It's not possible. There is some time for every work, every assignment takes a minimum amount of time. For me, according to me, CA Inter, each group takes minimum 2 to 3 months of time if you are ready to start working from the scratch. I will talk about that preparation strategy for the January exams through a separate video. In this video, I'll briefly talk about that, but a dedicated video I'll do for 3/4 preparation strategy. Okay, so self-doubting. So stop self-doubting. whatever level of competence you think you have, same level of competence is what is other is also having. The only thing is confidence levels. The only thing is trust. Whatever level of competence you have, the same level of competence is what I am also having, technically speaking, but I'm very confident. The second one, before I talk about the second reason, I'll talk about the third reason, comparing with others. Now, actually, this point is linked with this second point. Fine, let me discuss the second point. You are not following the right process. If you ask me what are the three major reasons for failure, one, self-doubting, not following the right process, comparing with others. These are the three main reasons why many students are failing. You might immediately say, I already started with this point. Sir, my friends qualified with the same shortcuts, sir. The chances of success is very low. Today, I'm receiving almost, before I do this video, I received approximately 55 to 60 results, where every student have spoken about the right process, which I told in many of the past attempts. And there is one student who qualified after 4 attempts, Yamini from Chennai. Just now, before doing this, I just, messaged her. So she qualified after 4 attempts in 4 years. Just followed blindly the right process, which we tell 3/4 strategy, which we are telling, which we told her. The same I'm going to tell you right now at the end of this video, or maybe in the next video. What is the right process? First of all, what is not a right process? Many students I'm seeing, they are not at all following ICA material. They're ignoring. They are completely throwing ICA study material, which is the first blunder which they're doing. Again, you might say, sir, my friend didn't touch ICA material itself. There is a faculty material, which is a very fancy material, just 200 pages, just 150 pages, flow charts. Array, I'm not saying if you use that, you will fail. I'm not saying you will fail if you use that. But the chances of success is low. Your friend has used it. You are only looking at how he used it. But how much he studied that? How many times he repeated that? How many other sources he followed? He followed some marathons. He followed some other book. That you don't know. You only see one book which he is using. First of all, don't use fancy materials and try to follow ICA material. ICA material is Bhagavad Gita. Today, the result is just 15% in each group, 5% in both the groups. Indirectly, ICA is warning you, everybody. If you ignore my material, I will ignore you. Simple logic. And today I'm telling you, proudly I'm telling you, those students who are using ICA material for preparation, their level of clarity in the subject is high. Their way of presentation is supremely remarkable. It's extraordinary, the level of presentation, the way they are presenting the answer, the way they are comprehending the answer, the presentation is superiorly, like a superior presentation, because they are reading it from ICA material. And I'm telling you proudly, our Shrestha materials are 100% in line with ICA materials. We never simplify, we never make the material cut short, small. No. Sir, students, making the material to student standard. Never. We bring students to the material standard. We bring the students to the top. See, there are two approaches. When something that we need to learn is very tough, making that, simplifying that to make it at your level and keeping you at that level of understanding, or bringing you to the top level. I follow the second method. We at Shrestha follow the second method. We bring student from the low level to high level of understanding. Ignoring ICA materials, or I'm telling you, ignoring many of our Shrestha students also, the moment they see the material, they will feel like, actually our material is 100% of ICA material, but well organized. Many students, what they do, why this much I should study? I just have to score 40 now. And they follow some other faculty material or some other random fancy material that is available in the market, where the risk of failure is high. I'm not saying they will fail, but the risk of failure is high. If the paper comes tough, they can't handle it. Whereas we want our students to handle any level of toughness of the paper. And that is why we always recommend students to follow right materials, right process, right methodologies. Many students are following the methods which are outdated methods, outdated thoughts. Fancy materials and all is outdated thought. I'm telling you, this is an outdated thought. Not following ICA material is an outdated method. Once upon a time, the question papers and the ICA material, no link at all. Question papers are quite easy. I am proudly telling you, the attempt which I wrote was the easiest paper. Yes, I'm proudly telling you, because it's easy. That's why we qualified easily. And I'm little smart. I think better. Just a minute. So, I think little smartly that time. So I can easily qualify. But now, whatever is there in the ICA material, in the same level of standard, the questions are being asked. By using the same terminology, questions are being asked. Be it theory subject, be it practical subject for that matter. How many of you are having command on the ICI material language? Zero. Majority students don't have command on that. They follow simply some fancy random material where the matter is so simplified so that you can understand. And students see the question paper, the matter is completely altogether different level. Student is unable to comprehend. Many students are unable to comprehend the question paper itself. They are unable to understand what the question is exactly dealing with. Especially coming to audit, coming to strategic management, coming to law, coming to taxation. The only way, follow the ICA material. If at all you think ICA material is little less structured, you can blindly trust us, trust our resources, Shrestha. You go and ask anybody, any senior or junior, what is Shrestha? They only tell you it's a substitute for right process. We give you the right guidance. You see, we are the only institute, I can proudly tell you, very proudly can tell you, we never tell students, come, you can easily pass with us. No. Come, we will give you 2 months, 3 months disciplined timetable. 2 months to 3 months timetable. Sit, study, watch the class. Hey, I know already so and so chapter. Ignore that chapter, whatever you know. Again, watch the class. What level you know, I know very well. Ignore, watch once again the class. Watching the class itself is a revision, I'm telling you. Watching the class itself is a revision. Watch it again and go and do. Watch the class, follow the schedule. Daily 8 hours classes, 2 hours revision. Next to 2 months, we actually made a schedule, We actually, for the purpose of, this once, very recently, today only we launched something called Smart Course. Come to our website, Shrestha for CA and CMA, CA course, CA enter, Smart Course you see. Suppose, for example, you want to plan for January attempt group 1. It's okay. Take group 1. You have 60 days validity, just 7,500 rupees. You will get entire group for 2 months validity. Getting it? What you have to do? Sir, the entire 100% videos are there. But wait, you should not watch 100% syllabus. We will give you timetable. You see here, there is a timetable here. For group 1, there is a 2 months timetable we have given. What is this timetable you see? Day 1. Suppose tomorrow you enrolled the course. The first day on which you enroll the course is day 1. Day 1, you need to watch classes for 8 hours. Like accounting classes, you need to watch 5.5 hours approximately. GST related classes, you need to watch 2.5 hours. Totally 5.5 hours related videos are given in 6 videos. That to what topic you need to watch? Introduction class, contingencies AS1 related, and some AS1 related, some AS4 related, AS1 related. Some topic also we will give. You can straight away find that in the video. Like what, once you enroll the course, you will get a video access. In that you will find first 5.5 hours videos you have to watch. Then immediately once it is completed, GST 2.5 hours you need to watch. Day 1 target is completed. Day 2, again, another topic is there, 3.5 hours. Whereas in day 2, GST you need to watch 4.5 hours. Day 3, accounts you need to watch 4.5, GST 3.5. Day 4, 5 hours accounts, 3 hours GST. Look, and if you just keep on watching like this, by the time 25th day is completed, GST is over. With amendments, that too, with amendments applicable for Jan 25, GST is over. Getting it? Now immediately you might tell, sir, this syllabus and all I know very well. I have already seen this, sir. I know all this, sir. So why should I watch it? Then why you failed in exam? Many students are failing in exam only because they wrongly interpret themselves that they are very good conceptually. The fundamental reason many students not able to write well, fundamental reason is they are conceptually not that great. They are not that strong. And we want to inculcate 100% conceptual clarity on that. But anyhow, regarding this group 1, that to remember, this timetable is only for 55 days. Inside this 10 days is holidays. 45 days you have to study. 45 days if you follow this timetable. 45 days if you follow this timetable. Daily 8 hours. Just give me 8 hours of your time daily. Every day for 45 days out of 55. Every 6 days, 1 day take break. Sunday take a break. Remaining every day 8 to 10 hours. If you 8 hours alone, 8 hours is enough. In entire CA inter group 1 or even if it is group 2, 3/4 chapters. Suppose accounts is having 20 chapters, example, 15 chapters you can cover. 15 chapters that occupy 90 marks weightage you can cover, you can watch. Now immediately you might get, sir, if I watch the class, when should I revise? You are not a first timer. You already prepared. You already know the syllabus. If you once again watch the class, what happens? It's a very good revision for you. It's a super revision for you. Rather than sitting on your own and revising, watch class like this. Anyhow, this video is not for this. I will do a separate video regarding this course, timetable, all that. I will guide you the next couple of days on how to plan your January 25 exam, so that you will not, this time the result should not repeat. You should be successful in the Jan 25 exam. I want you to be successful. For that, from our side, whatever effort I want to give, I will give you. Okay, so now I'll go back. So not following ICA modules, fancy material, no proper strategy. I will give you a strategy video for January 25, 3/4 preparation strategy. Remember, you will find many strategy videos, but I'm telling you, but you will not find a video like mine where I will give you a timetable, where I will give you a day schedule, where I will give you the next 2 months exactly what you should do. I will give blueprint for the next 2 months. You just have to follow it. Are you ready? If so, wait for my video. And choosing test series is another biggest failure. Test series is useful only for one category of students, whom attended coaching classes. Excellently he listened classes. No failure at all in the classes listening. And classes gave them 100% conceptual clarity. Super conceptual clarity. Conceptual clarity means, again, not the conceptual clarity you think, real conceptual clarity. A student who really have a conceptual clarity, he just have to now revise and then go and write the exam. For them only test series is useful. But 95% of the students, I'm telling you, whoever I see, they're really lacking concepts. What they understand is different. What is there really in the book, what is the context of the concept is different. Test series is not suitable for many. Imagine we Srestha having this much reach with this much goodwill. Why we didn't launch test series? Test series is, it's decently a popular product, right? I can easily attract students through test series also, right? But why we didn't do? It's wrong. The process is completely wrong. Right mock test conducted by ICA, that I admire, that I agree. And comparing with others. When you're doing this preparation, no. Suppose your friend is following some fancy material. Immediately, oh my God, fear of missing out. FOMO. 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 Fear of missing out. Immediately you will get a fear that, oh, that material I'm not reading. Fear of missing out. You start reading. Another friend will come and show same subject, another material, much more beautifully given, much more charts. Again, your fear of missing out starts. What if I don't cover that? We'll read that. Another friend gave you question bank. Some Telegram group is posting a question bank. Again, fear of missing out. You follow that. What is this? Don't you have a strategy? Don't you have a system that you're going to implement next 2 months without a failure? I'll tell you one thing. For the January exams, I will give you the blueprint. I will give you the blueprint for January 2025 attempt. Just to follow that blueprint. Believe me, it is going to change your result for sure. I won't guarantee, but I'll guarantee if you follow that process, your result will be positive. So these are the 3 main reasons why many students are failing. One is self-doubting, not following the right process. Again and again, I'm telling you, you don't say that your friend followed this fancy material, successful friend did not even see ICA and still it is successful. The success rate is very low. The probability of success is very low. In that low probability, you might have qualified. Not every student who failed, is a duller. Not every student who qualified is a bright student. As simple as such. You failed because you didn't study well. That's the reason. Not because you're a duller, not because ICA exams are tough. Society thinks you failed in ICA exams because CA exams are like that. But is it the reason? You failed because you didn't study well. You failed even though you studied well because you didn't follow the right process. You didn't get a right mentor. You followed some wrong methodologies, outdated methods. Many institutes that are there in the market today, I'm telling you, many faculties that are there in the market, they are still in the very old 5 years ago mindset. They are not coming into the new standards of ICA. ICA has increased its standards. Come on, be awake. Wake up. ICA has changed their examination standards from the past 7-8 attempts. From 2021, I'm educating on the YouTube everybody. Nobody is paying attention properly. Only few are paying attention, and they are changing their methodology. They're changing their preparation pattern, and they're going and qualifying the exams. When you will change, faculties, institutes, many are not changing their ideology. They are not even observing. They are still with the same. Study these keywords, study these fancy words, study these cheat codes. You will qualify. No, it will not. That's very risky methodology where probability of success is very, very, very low. And by the way, I sincerely request any of whoever is watching this video, if at all you understand these methods, whatever I thought, and if you implemented and seen positive results, kindly comment below. It will really help others. Outdated methods, please come out of it. Outdated, theoretical, boring explanations from some faculties and all, ignore it. Learn the subject really now, because real questions. Do you know ICA is testing questions using ChatGPT? You know it? I will prove it. I will do a separate video where how ICA is testing the questions. They are using ChatGPT now. They are using artificial intelligence for designing question papers. But what are you doing? You are studying past 10 attempts, RTPs and MTPs, and for sure questions will come in the exam. It won't be. It won't be. It's no more. The culture no more there. So what you should do now? There are 3 things you must do. Ultimately, yes, you failed. Based on whatever I spoke in the video, do a self-introspection right now. Once again, do an introspection deeply and change the game for the January. How to change the game? The blueprint I am going to give you through another video. The blueprint I'm going to give you. Updated methodology, right process, smart work. That's why we launched a course called Smart Course. Work smart. Working smart means what? Doing in the right way. That's what smart work means. Smart work is it's nowhere connected to the mind. It's connected to the process. You follow the right process. Following the right process is the easiest route to the success. Nobody knows this. They think following the right process is tough, and they follow shortcuts and they fail. Following the right process is easiest route, less stress route for the success. Stressless route. Fine. I hope I didn't hurt anybody. Okay. And I hope this video really helped you. Kindly like this video and comment your views on this. Nothing. You just recommends to others. If you like the video, if at all you're really impressed with the content, getting it, you like the video, definitely it will definitely help some other students who failed and feeling depressed. They will watch this and at least they realize what their mistakes are. Okay? I generally till it never ask to like, but this time I liked, because this time I asked you to like, not to increase my reach, but to recover, but to help a student who is crying because his result is unsuccessful. I want to say him, don't cry because you didn't fail. You failed in the process, not in the result. You failed in the very process itself. Don't tag yourself that you are a duller. Don't let society also tag. Let them tag for the time being. You have enough time to prove the society that you're not somebody, you're not like somebody else. Okay? Yes, do well. All the very best.